I really love this for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Look at us. Who would have thunk? Just out here supporting each other. Ooh.
Yes, look at us. I'm glad we got here, though.
Same.
Yeah.
You know, folks, one of the best scenes from this week's episode of Sisters, but yet one of the most jarring scenes, is the Karen and Fatima moment at the law firm. Now, look, I am not against seeing, two women sitting down, having a healthy conversation, and most importantly, being happy for one another. When one, or in this case, when Karen updates Fatima about her engagement and upcoming move, Fatima was all excited, which is a very sharp contrast to when Fatima and Zach got engaged, and this woman sadly couldn't even wear her engagement ring to work out of fear that Andy spotting it would then rush to tell Karen and the girls, and then that would lead to a whole lot of drama. And it's just sad. And a lot of people have said, during my live stream or in the comment section or even on Twitter about the whole writers, we aren't buying this, hunky dory, everything is peachy between Fatima and Karen, because we've sat through the nonstop drama for seasons, and the worst part is Karen has never apologized. Now, I think this could easily be remedied by, I don't know, maybe the writers are cooking something and they haven't served it to us yet. In one of these, I think episode 20 is the one entitled Bon Voyage. This could be an episode centered around Karen's, the get together. I think Maurice offered to have a pregame at his place, and then from there they go out on the town. I wonder if during this pregame we have Karen give a meaningful apology to Fatima. I don't think the writers will do this, but I want to give them some potential, let me just call it positive skepticism, where it's like, I would hope they would do something like this, where Karen gives a heartfelt apology for everything that occurred between her and Fatima. Not, you know what? Not this whole what's his name? Paul Rudd. That one meme where it's like, look at us, who'd have thunk, right? Who'd have thunk? No, give us an apology where she apologizes for all the friction and whatnot, taking accountability, not making it seem like, yeah, we did have beef. No, Karen was the one always bringing up that crap. Have a legit apology, and then say, when I was in my greatest time of need ever, when my water broke, I never thought you would be the person I would have to depend on, and you never left my side. And for that, I'll be eternally grateful. And that's why, I feel close to you now. That, I don't know why, because I know even if they wrote the perfect apology, some fans would still feel it isn't enough. But I think at the very least, it would show development where Karen is woman enough to finally admit, I was wrong. I shouldn't have been like that. But I'm glad things, for the most part, ended up in a way where everybody is in a better place than where we started off. That would just make so much of a difference, and not make the viewers feel, or have the writers thinking we're stupid because we know Karen was the aggressor. I think there was a scene in season 7. Oh yeah, I will see. I remember Zach was wearing that gold shirt, and he talked about how, well, since Aaron and I, squashed our beef, I was hoping that maybe you and Karen could squash y'all's beef, like for the sake of the kids. And it's like, but Karen's the one always starting something, and Fatima rightfully clocked it. But Zach is like, come on, Fatima, please. No, bump that. It's just like on Beyond the Gates, the whole Cat and Eva thing right now. But it's just one of those things where the writers could easily just have that one scene where Karen apologizes, and that's it. That's all we need. Because truth be told, this late in the game, especially with Karen seemingly leaving, I don't think we can get anything better than that. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe. And keep in mind, I'm saying an apology, not Fatima giving her a well-deserved smack across the face, but just an apology. How hard is that? Because what kills me is that Scary Gary is doing a much better job at taking accountability for everything he's done and giving out meaningful apologies. Yes, you can go back and forth about if he's being genuine and whatnot, but at the very least, he is apologizing. Karen never apologizes. It's always the people she's done wrong coming to her to try to make amends, and they bend the knee, and she'll give this half-assed apology, but that's it. Man, y'all can miss me with that. You can.